everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the new Willow series that is being created for Disney+. But you know how projects go. 1 minute it's all systems go, then 4 months later it's like, nope! But it does seem like a lot of progress has been made on this new series, and I believe that this project will most likely be seeing the light of day. So what is exactly going on? What is this project all about, and what do we know? But first, let's talk about the obvious. What is Willow exactly? Willow is a 1988 fantasy film that really broke the mold when it comes to high fantasy films back in the day, paving the way for projects like Lord of the Rings to finally make it to the big screen. The Willow movie is a very near and dear film to my heart, as I know it is to a lot of you out there as well. I grew up watching this with my family, I still quote this movie on a regular basis, and it still puts a smile on my face when I watch it.
Are you the mother of that child?
Yes, I am.
You're no woman.
Not a woman!
Easy.
Gentlemen, not a woman! Meet Lug.
George Lucas specifically wrote this Willow film for the then 17-year-old Warwick Davis after meeting Davis on the set of Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi in 1983, who played the Ewok named Wicket W. Warwick. It was after this that Lucas got to work on the film and Ron Howard came on board to direct. Warwick Davis starred as Willow, a Nelwyn farmer who hopes one day to become skilled in the art of magic, but his life is suddenly turned upside down when his family discovers a Daikini baby in the river and is forced to go on a quest. Along the way, he meets some friends like Mad Mardigan, played by Val Kilmer, some funny brownies that are always cracking jokes, who all go head-to-head to defeat the evil queen, Bavmorda. Unfortunately, the movie did not do too well at the box office, and George Lucas, the mind behind Willow, along with Chris Claremont, decided to continue Willow's story in books rather than in movie sequels. The book series is known as The Chronicles of the Shadow War, where you can find Shadow Moon, published in 1995, Shadow Dawn in 1996, and Shadow Star in 2000. A lot of Willow fans, such as myself, have given a crack at these books, and the general consensus from most people that I've spoken to that have given these books a chance found these books to be very underwhelming, hard to follow, and really nothing to write home about. Even begging the question, were these books even necessary? So now, the year is 2020. It's been 32 years after the Willow film hit theaters. It's been 20 years after Claremont and Lucas penned that last book in the continuing series. What's going on? Back in 2019, we heard rumors of a potential Willow series coming to Disney+. But when Jon Kasdan, the co-writer of the Star Wars movie Solo, posted this picture to Twitter this month in January, things got real, with Kasdan stating the office is open with a hat pinned to a board featuring an old Willow caricature, with Warwick Davis himself reposting this to his own Twitter feed as well. But why reboot Willow? It's not like the Lord of the Rings with countless tales of old epic histories, events, and lore that could, sustain multiple seasons and storylines. It's Willow! Apparently, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy explained that the company was looking for a new direction and more material than just Star Wars, and hoped to expand their portfolio. So Kasdan pitched this Willow idea to Disney+, and it's said that he has already penned a pilot script for the series. So until now, all information has been kept under wraps. We really haven't gotten anything, but just today it was announced, and a big thank you to VaderDave for sending this my way. It was revealed by Ron Howard, the original director of Willow, who has come on board with this project, said that this series would be a sequel taking place long after the events of the film Willow, and Warwick Davis will be taking part in this series. But Disney Plus has yet to officially sign off on this project and give it the green light. So nothing is really set in stone, but Ron Howard did explain that writer Kasdan did have scripts for later episodes almost completed. So this is really exciting news for Willow fans, and it really does sound like things are in motion and moving along, and this project may come to light, unlike some projects that never saw the light of day. Thundercats! But again, we are left with more questions. Will this Willow series follow George Lucas's book series with Elora Danan growing up and dragons added into the mix? Will Val Kilmer return as Mad Mardigan? Burgle Cut!
It's going back to the village!
Who knows? So to all of you Willow fans out there, I'd love to get your opinion on this series in the comments down below. You know, do you think it's a good idea rebooting the Willow franchise? Do you think perhaps this series should have been a prequel series in terms of how Queen Bavmorda came to power, the story of how Madmartigan, the greatest swordsman who ever lived, ended up in a cage, and the rise of General Kale? Or do you think a sequel series continuing the story of Willow decades later is the way to go? One thing that I do know is that vintage Willow merchandise is probably gonna get a little harder to come by. It might get a little more pricier than what we're seeing right now. You know, as people that have never seen Willow are gonna watch it, or people who were fans of Willow back in the day will rewatch it, relive that nostalgia, and want to get some merchandise. Ooh, if this series does come to fruition, you know, there's probably gonna be some new Willow merchandise out there, you know? Like, what on earth are they gonna come out with? And I know they probably will, because Disney, at every opportunity they get, they try to merchandise out the yin-yang, so we're probably gonna see some things coming out there for the series. I'm a bit hesitant on this Willow series. I don't know if it was really necessary, and I'm not sure if maybe there were some other alternative realms and movies that maybe could have done a little bit better job of sustaining multiple series, episodes, storylines, etc. But you know what? I am optimistic and I am hopeful, because if done right, this could be a great series, and it will really be, you know, that great salute to Willow that it deserved back in the day. Because it really did get kind of a bad rap back in the day. It didn't do too well at the box office. So this would be a really great redeeming project for the Willow franchise. So again, I'd love to know your comments about this Willow series in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think they're going to be delving into story-wise? Or do you think that there's some other stories and fantasy realms out there and movies that really did deserve, you know, a reboot and a series itself? So leave me your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. So thank you all so much for watching, and stay legendary.